What's up, everyone? We are going to have a reality chat, and first we're going to talk about Porsha Williams, soon to be Porsha Guabadia, if the marriage is, because she said she's going to have 3 weddings, moves forward. And I guess it can now because Simon is officially divorced from his previous wife, Falynn, who Porsha became engaged to while they were still married. So yeah, work that out. Well, she hosts this show called Bravo's Chat Room along with Giselle Bryant of The Real Housewives of Potomac. And they used to have 2 other people that were co-hosting, but now I guess they're going to have some guest co-hosts on the show. But I'm getting this from the Jasmine brand because I don't watch it. I've seen clips of it here and there. But she was asked about her co-stars from The Real Housewives of Atlanta and how her engagement was received by those women and how they reacted to it. And according to what the Jasmine brand was able to catch from the show, she's saying that only one of her cast members congratulated her on her engagement. So I'm going to play the audio from this and then I'm going to continue with my thoughts on it.
Okay, so who in your cast was the shadiest about this engagement? Because, you know, in Atlanta, y'all some shady ones down there.
Girl, that is shady as hell. We even had some old, dried up castmates be shady about it, child. And then we had Kenya Moore, who had her little, I don't know what she had to say, something. I didn't even see what she said, but I heard it was like shady. And I heard Marlo was shady. I didn't hear anything from like a Cynthia at all. She didn't text or anything, and I didn't hear anything from Candy or nothing like that. We were still talking, but I didn't, she didn't.
What? Are you serious? You haven't heard from any of those people?
The only person that I have conversed with, specifically about my engagement is Drew. Drew is thebomb.com. Like, she has been so supportive. She has literally texted me and we have gone to eat together. Like, she has been everything throughout all of this.
All right, so here's what I'll say on that. We already know that for the most part, a lot of these women are not real friends, right? Drew, she's new to the show. Last season was her first season. I'm not sure if they're bringing her back on as a peach holder for this upcoming season, or if she's going to be a friend to the show, or if she's going to be anything at all. I do feel like Drew and Porsha hit it off on this season just from what they showed on the show. And I think Drew really likes Porsha from what she knows so far. But a lot of these women, they know Porsha. They know her for her deeds. And she has had a new guy almost every season that she has been on this show. And they see what we see. Now, those who are for it and they are cheering, in the Porsha cheering section, then that's cool. But a lot of them just they don't like the optics of it, even though now Simon is divorced and some things have come out recently about his now ex-wife. That's neither here nor there. She got with a guy who was married when she got with him, and she says that they knew about the engagement prior to the reunion airing, but that doesn't mean that they're for it. And I think that is being shady if they're not really for it and they were to congratulate her or act like they were happy for her, or say it was filmed and they did it for the cameras, but off camera they really weren't here for it. So of course Kenya and Porsha are not friends. So of course Kenya is not going to congratulate her on that because it's messy. As messy as Kenya's marriage and relationship is, for all that it is worth, Kenya is, even though it's a messy, ridiculous marriage, to somebody that doesn't seem to really like her much, and we can see that he really doesn't even love her. She is married to someone and she, for whatever reason, was trying to make it work. But to celebrate her in this, it wouldn't make any sense. That's not who Kenya is. And for any of these other women, whether it be Cynthia, who just got married on this most recent season, Candy's married, even though we know that she has an agreement with her husband that they will welcome other people into the bedroom, and that's, you know, that's not what this topic is about. But even with her, it's like she's married and they just see her as somebody who is trying to be a reformed thought. I'll just, you know, put it like that. But in actuality, you know, she hasn't really changed, and you got with someone else's man, whether his wife at the time was cheating on him or not. It's just wrong. And so for her to expect to be celebrated instead of tolerated, I believe was just ridiculous. I believe this is the most real that they can be by not celebrating her. So for MJ and Giselle to say like, what, are you kidding me? Like, no, they're not there for that. And if it was, you know, the roles reversed and it was someone that was on their show, whether, you know, on the Shahs of Sunset or on the Real Housewives of Potomac, that they weren't really close with, that they didn't really click with, and this person got with someone else's man while they were still married and wound up, you know, becoming engaged before that person was divorced, you know, they wouldn't be celebrating that either. So that's all, you know, them acting shocked and outraged or so surprised or shocked by it. That's clearly just for the show. That's for the Bravo chat room. And it's just unrealistic for Porsha to expect to be celebrated instead of tolerated by the majority of these people. Now, Drew doesn't really know Porsha that well. So if she comes back on the show, we already know how these things are. One season, you're friends. The next season, you know, more layers are being peeled off and more things are revealed. And then you're either going to be actual friends or you're not. These people come on these shows. They are, you know, trying to forge some type of connection or maybe even a genuine friendship. But a lot of these people don't know each other and they don't really hang out with each other outside of the show and off of the cameras. So Kandi and Porsha, they're not real friends. They had their blow up several seasons ago. I think they're a little bit more cool now, but in terms of being friends, no. And Kandi has already called out Porsha for a lot of these relationships. She even did it when she was with Dennis, who is now just her baby daddy and no longer her fiance that she was going to be getting married to as well. Kandi was even trying to warn her about that back then. So I just feel like Kandi's just like, you know what? This girl's just a fool for love. I'm done with it. It is what it is. She's going to do what she's going to do anyway. So I'm just staying out of it. And that's what I feel like a lot of the other women are doing. I believe Marlo wasn't here for it when she found out about it. And that's just the reality, the true reality. They're not going to celebrate you, Porsha. They are just going to tolerate you for the show if they are going to be on the show with you. And we'll see if she comes back next season. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. I believe she's going to come back. I believe that's why she's also saying, you know, if she comes back, she doesn't want her relationship to be as part of the storyline, and she doesn't want people coming for her relationship and for her man. But you kind of have to expect that if you really truly want to be on the show. They may pay you what you're wanting. They may get close to the negotiations that you're holding out for and you're expecting. But in terms of them not having any type of airing about your relationship, your upcoming marriage, or all of that stuff, no, you can't have, you can't have just the good and take out the bad. You got to take the bitter with the sweet when it comes to this, because these shows are all about the drama, and your entire relationship is built on drama. And that's a hell of a foundation to have a relationship start up on. So we'll see how that goes. And speaking of relationship foundation, so it's been reported that Falynn announced that she and her now boyfriend, Jalen, are expecting a baby together.
End of our little news. We just wanted to make sure that we made it past the 2-month mark. You know, you're not really supposed to, or they say you're not really supposed to mention a pregnancy before that point. Due to, well, for me, it's like bad luck. I'm very superstitious like that. I just didn't want to risk anything. But now that we are past that point, We are expecting. I'm just so relieved.
Now, people were speculating about this before, but I don't really care because whether she was actually cheating on Simon, which to be honest with you, I don't really think that she was. I sort of feel like Jalen may be like a rebound person. And when I say rebound, he looks, in my opinion, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and looks are subjective, of course, but in the looks department, he definitely looks a lot better than Simon. He's a lot younger than Simon. Does he have more money than Simon? Absolutely not. But it's even debatable right now with people saying a lot of things about Simon's finances. Is he really as wealthy as he has been reported to be, or as he is claiming to be? I don't know. We may find out later. We shall see. But I do believe that whether Falynn was cheating on her husband or not, her being with this guy and it now coming out that, they are indeed in a relationship now, and now they're expecting a baby together, it does not take away what Porsha did in getting with someone else's husband, period. It doesn't. And those are just my thoughts. You're free to feel the way that you want to feel, and you can let me know how you feel about it in the comment section respectfully. But I don't believe that the revelation of Falynn being in a relationship with this guy and now coming out and saying that they're expecting a baby together takes away how Porsha got with this woman's husband, period. I just don't. I could be wrong with regards to the relationship when it started. It doesn't really even matter. But like I'm saying, I don't believe that she was lying about not cheating on Simon. I believe that it's like one of those situations where it's like, you were a good friend. You were there for me when I was hurt, I was crushed, and you look good, and let's do this. And it's like the rebound person. She's a beautiful woman. This guy is very attractive. And it's like the two, all those elements combined, it's like the perfect storm for something to go down. And now, you wind up in this situation where now you're having a baby. Will they wind up, having a long-term relationship or getting married? I don't know. I'm just sharing my opinion. I just kind of feel like it's sort of a rebound thing, and it was easy because he's a friend. Now you're, my friend, and you're becoming my lover. Stuff like that does happen, and that's why a lot of people say women and men can't really be real friends, because yeah, that guy may be a friend to you, but he's actually just waiting around for the opportunity to get in where he can fit in. And I do believe it's sort of a situation like that. But those are just my thoughts on the situation. You let me know yours in the comment section. And guys, I really appreciate you liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until the next time, I'm just being beautifully honest.